Good morning, friends. How's it going? I woke up this morning to the best text message that POMIFERA has 99-cent shipping happening right now, and that they have 20% off of their youth collection. So all my skincare lovers, if you need to restock, you need anything, it's a good time. Okay, say hey when you're hopping on. Gonna get started, gonna let my water heat up. Good morning. Hi, Kristen. How's it going, Jennifer? Good morning. Hope you guys are having a good day. Okay, I got these off of the Amazon. They're in my Amazon storefront under beauty, but they are also listed in the description of this video. It is the Clean Skin Club Redefining Clean. So they are a 50 count of thick washcloth like, basically clean towels, and you throw them away. So there's just a lot of things out there. I got the extra large, and I'll show you the quilting on them. There's just a lot of research that shows when you use a washcloth, it has so much bacteria, or if you reuse a washcloth, and that can cause breakouts, it can make them stinky, like all the things. And so these are, hang on, hey, get out of the bathtub. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Huh? Did you come to do a skincare live? Hello, pumpkin. You scared me. I don't know what I thought it was, a rat or something, but it's just pumpkin. So anyway, so I'm using that. And also for the girls, because they are getting to where, you know, preteen, Christian, it's a teenager, like everybody's skin. My confidence in middle and high school was like not super great, because I had cystic acne and some like breakouts. I wish I just used like a Walmart paste and pill or something. I don't know, it was like $2 from Walmart, and my skin never was like, I don't know, fixed using that. It was just what we had. And so I really am, I want them to, as much as I can help, have clean skin. So if you have kids that are like reusing their washcloths, if you're like, I'm bad to never have a washcloth around, I'm like, great, I need to buy some washcloths, or need to, I don't know what happens. They get used as rags for something gross, and then you get rid of it. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, kitty cat. He's trying to climb up the the Godzilla shower curtain. I'm in Christian's bathroom, and he's trying to climb up it. So this is just something that if you are needing, they're like recyclable. They are, I need to rinse it up a little more. And I've got them in my like makeup area, so that when I started reading about like bacterias, I was like, how gross do you think my scrunchie is that I normally use to wipe my makeup off my hands? And I was like, I bet it's pretty gross. So instead, I just brought these up. So if you need links for anything, drop the word me. But I just used POMIFERA's Balancing Cleanser. I've been using POMIFERA skincare now for around, we're getting close to 3 years. And it has transformed my skin. When I tell you, like, you can't see any of my acne scars, you cannot see any dark spots, sunspots, my crow's feet wrinkles. Like, I have not gotten Botox in almost a year. Like, if I get close, you can see. I mean, I have a little bit on my face, but not anything like I used to. I used to have like a really deep, I've posted pictures before, so you guys can see, but transformed. If you've used POMIFERA and you're obsessed with the results, drop below what it's been like using it. Their products are great for scars. They are great for blemishes, wrinkles, fine lines, but every now and then they do 99-cent shipping. There is no code for POMIFERA. It is incredibly affordably priced. It's actually one of the most affordable skincare brands I've ever used. And it's just so good. Okay, something else that I love using is the Erase Pre-Cleanser. I don't have any mascara on or anything today because of last night, but typically I would use Erase Pre-Cleanser. Then I would cleanse my face with an actual cleanser. All right, let's go in here. How's everybody's morning then? Tracy says, I have very sensitive skin and I love POMIFERA. Yeah, Precious Kitty Pumpkin he's just like, gets into so much trouble. Pumpkin's like definitely the mischievous one. I say that. Penelope sneaks out of the house. She's decided she wants to be a half inside, half outside cat. Anybody need a Dalmatian? So the girls have started getting ready in here in the mornings. Lexi has started using the Levite every morning, but our rule is she has to unplug it, so she did a good job. And it is unplugged. But I can always tell when they've been in here because, you know, things just aren't, well, there's like a dog in your chair. Things just aren't exactly the way you left them. All right. Oh, today's your birthday. Happy birthday, Danielle. Hope you have the best birthday ever. Okay, so you love the rose oil. POMIFERA rose oil is so good. It makes your face so smooth and soft. It really does. So I will use the POMIFERA, either pure or POMIFERA rose oil at night. And if I wasn't going to do my makeup like really quick, like soon after, I could use it in the day. But I have a sponsored OFIR live today. So I'll be coming back on here at 11:30 and doing an OFIR live. So for today, we're just going to do skincare. Ooh, Patty says she's been using for over a year. Amazing product. Rarely have a breakout using POMIFERA. Clear, soft skin at 57. And people think you're in your 30s. You plug POMIFERA every chance you get. That's so amazing. So I use the Danger Game Changer collection, but it has, I feel like, everything you need to get started. It has an exfoliator. It has your Erase Pre-Cleanser. It has your 3 serums that you'll want to use. That collection, like if you're looking for something to ask for Christmas, it seriously has everything. But so that's what I started with, and then it lasts you about 6 months, but every now and then I will just order. Some stuff might even last you longer if you find like I don't use their body lotion often, although I saw some before and afters this month that makes me of crepey skin. And my mom has crepey skin. I can already kind of feel the texture of my skin changing on my legs. And so, but I saw some before and afters of how tight it made their skin. And I have it downstairs and I literally was like, I gotta start using that stuff. Same with their body wash. Like if you struggle with crepey skin and you want to look at like, you want your skin to be like really tight and like less wrinkles, their body wash and lotions are amazing. So this is plump. It has hyaluronic acid in it. It's going to help tighten your skin, and it also is collagen stimulating, firms and tones the skin, reduces fine lines. I thought I brought a water up here. I was going to tell you, you can take your so this is an external collagen, and then you can also take like collagen, like a powder or a liquid or anything like that. Collagen is so good. Your body quits producing it as you're getting older. And collagen is what causes your skin to have like that elasticity. It's the tightness, the youthfulness. And so I am a strong believer of like collagen. Darla says I'm 57 too. People tell me all the time I look like I'm in my late 30s or early 40s. You're not sure that's true, but you can tell that your skin looks much better since using POMIFERA. Okay, sorry if this has been asked, but did the nails fall off? You're thinking of ordering. Okay, so I told you guys it was my first time using red aspen. I don't know if I did it wrong. I did go back and read earlier, and it says you're supposed to put an alcohol, like get all the oils off your nails and put alcohol on it. I didn't do that part. And, but I was bringing Elvis in last night, and he was like, jumped up on the bed, was like running off. If you've ever heard me talk about Elvis, we have a Bernese Mountain Dog who's 1 year old, and he is like wild child. And I popped off one, putting him in his kennel. I popped off another, like being like, hey, get back here. And then I was in bed last night. I popped off one, like not even doing anything. So I'm going to give it another round of like properly filing my nail surface and putting alcohol on to take the oils off, then doing the glue. I also only did glue on my nail, and it said if you want a longer lasting, you're supposed to do them on your nail and the fake nail. I didn't do that part either, because I was like, I only want them to last a few days because of Halloween, but they really only lasted a few days. So it drove me nuts. So I just literally was able to like pop them off. Like they came off so easy. It didn't like pull my nail off or anything. So I'm gonna try them again, but I'm just being honest. If it ends up being that I can't get them to stay on my nails, then I'll just go back to going and getting my nails done. But oh, you realize you weren't pushing the nail on long enough to give it a good bond. I could completely, that could be it could be completely me. I just need to work on it. It was my first time doing it. So much wild energy of your dog. I feel ya. I mean, Elvis is so cute. He's so sweet. He really wants to snuggle, but he thinks he's like 5 pounds and he's like 105 pounds. And so it is like a bull in a china shop with Elvis. Okay, so how do you order it? So POMIFERA is listed in the description of this video, and it says my shirt, says like a few other things. If you do want more like links, nail links, whatever, you can drop over me and it'll send you like a whole list. We'll get better in time. I sure hope so. Oh, great. Some people have oily nail beds and they may never stay. Well, what would I recommend to start out with POMIFERA? So it depends on what your problems are. If you send me a message and you tell me like what you're struggling with, I can recommend what products are best for you as well. They also have 20% off of their youth collection, which is like their tinted moisturizer. It's like some eye stuff. So be sure you check that out as well. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to go in with the POMIFERA Nourishing Lotion and some tanning drops. So I did not link the tanning drops, but if you go to CORTNEYSWANN.com, click Amazon storefront, and then go to my beauty folder, the tanning drops are there. And then also, if you've ever wanted to like, even if you're like, oh, I'd love to buy from her one day, or I'd love to help support her, but I don't have whatever, like the extra kind of thing. If you are gonna shop on Amazon for like Christmas presents or anything like that, if you go to CORTNEYSWANN.com and click my Amazon storefront first, and then do your shopping this year, like I'll be eternally grateful. So by doing that, I make like a teeny tiny like commission. It's like 2 to 3% of whatever was in your cart if you checked out within 24 hours. So it doesn't like, you know, it's not like I'm over here like buying a Ferrari or anything, but it definitely helps with like school lunches, cheer uniform, like all the regular mom things, you know. And it's something that doesn't cost anybody anything. Like I go and do that with my friends. Like I bought a coffee table not too long ago, and I like went to a friend's link. I can't use my own link, so I went to a friend's link who I know does that, and I checked out that way because I was like, she like puts a lot of time and energy into her content and all these things, and the only way you can do that and not have to go do other things is, you know, by whenever people do that. So anyways, for anyone who shops my links anytime, all time, or if you share my videos, or if you like them, heart them, give a good comment, anything like that, I just want to let you know, like, I appreciate you guys so much. And in no way, don't feel pressured, like you don't have to do that at all. But sometimes people just, like my own sister, when she was buying stuff after her house fire, she got a lot of, like, she needed new sheets, new towels, new furniture, like different stuff. She got a ton from Amazon, and she didn't click my link at all because she had no idea that like it would benefit me at all. And so she was like, I had no clue. And so just trying to, anyways, in case you ever want to. Okay, so I used POMIFERA's Nourishing Lotion. You always want to do your serums and moisturizers. You want to go from the lightest and thinnest to the heaviest. So that would be, you would go from your like very thin serums into your thicker serums or oiled serums to your lotions. And that's kind of how that works. I do need to wash my hands because I used the TanLux Tan Drops. And I love putting that on because I personally feel better whenever my skin is tanner. Hi, Pumpkin. You're just the funniest cat. Hello. You hanging out today? Meow. You hear him? Okay. Washing hands because don't want to have orange hands. Okay. Thought we could do a Bible study together. And then I'm gonna hop off. I have to change my clothes. I'm doing like a holiday live for OFIR today. So I am gonna put on like something fancy and like a fancy dress top kind of thing. And I'm doing like a bold holiday glam because I feel like people are going to be going to do really fun things. Since it's almost the holidays, and so that's when I'm going. And I have to like straighten my hair really quickly so that I look, you know, put together. Get not like this. All right, let's do a Bible study together. Has anyone read Ruth yet? So this is the Ruth Bible study. I have it linked at my Amazon storefront under Faith, and I have it linked under Beauty. In no way do you have to feel like you have to get this, but if you're looking for a good Bible study, I do like this. It is a 1-month Bible study, and it's on the book of Ruth. And so the first activity was to read the book of Ruth. So Ruth comes right after Proverbs, if you're looking for where to find it. All right, here is week 1, day 2. So read Ruth 1:1. The book of Ruth opens with, in the days when the judges ruled, and by doing so, it placed itself in a timeline of scripture for us. Ruth is a story about redemption from a difficult time in history of God's people. There was no king, and the people did what was right in their own eyes, as Judges 21:25 reminds us. And if the people were doing what was right in their own eyes, that usually meant that they were not doing what was right. Though God had been ever faithful, the people had been unfaithful. The people of Israel had slipped further and further into disobedience. What had started as complacency had turned into rebellious hearts. Sin is a slippery slope, and once we compromise a little, we will soon find it hard to stand. Yet even when things were bad, God was at work. And even when it seemed that all had been abandoned, the Lord, there were a few who were faithful. And we were told that there was a famine in the land, and this famine was likely the result of the people's disobedience. Deuteronomy 11:13-17. Bethlehem was known as the house of bread, but this famine meant that there was not any bread in the house of bread. We are introduced to one man of Bethlehem who decided to take his family to a greener pasture. The grass seemed greener in Moab, except it was not. Going to Moab meant that the promised land was being left and going back into the wilderness from which God's people had been delivered from. Moab was a wicked land, and God's people knew that, but it seemed this was the right thing to do in their own eyes. The text uses the word sojourn for the man's journey to Moab, which implies that he intended to be there temporarily. He intended to be there for a short time and then return to Bethlehem, but he would never return. So often we do the same. We think we can leave the promised land where God had us and return shortly. We think that maybe we know what is best for our lives. We think maybe God's ways are not the best ways, but they always are. Yet even still, God was working. Sinclair Ferguson reminds us that even in the town was significant when he said, it is not insignificant that all this takes place where there is no king in Israel, yet in the very town where Israel's greatest king would later be reared, and where the King of Kings would be born. There are no coincidences with our God. He is working even when we do not understand it, and he can transform our greatest mistakes into the greatest miracles. He is the faithful God. So he is working even when we do not understand it, and he can transform our greatest mistakes into the greatest miracles. Is that not amazing? For any of you who just feel like you have made big mistakes, I hope you cling on to that today, that he can transform our greatest mistakes and make it into the greatest miracles. The questions of the day, in case you want to go along with this, is in what ways are we tempted to do things in our own way instead of trusting the Lord? The second question is, what is a way you have seen God bring good from bad or your situation in your life? And thirdly, what situation in your life can you trust God to bring good from right now? I'm sure for everybody that will be different. And that will be, but I can tell you a million things that what I thought was really awful, God made it into something very beautiful, or even things that I waited on that I was like, God, why have you left me? Like, I feel so abandoned right now. And I can look back and be like, God was just protecting me. So I used an example with my kids one day, and I was like, sometimes God works in a way like having kids makes me think of how God works. And so we were going to vacation one year, and my kids did not want to go on vacation. They were so over it. They wanted to go to the park. And I was like, but we're going to the beach, which is going to be so fun. We're going to go stay at Seaside for a week. It's going to be so good. We are going to have such a good time. Like, you're going to love it. And Lola was little, and she was freaking out. She did not want to go. She wanted to go to the park. And I was like, but trust, and it's a rinky-dink park that was right down from my house. And I was like, trust me, where we're going is better than the park, which had a swing set and a little baby slide. And so, but I was like, how often are we that with God, pitching a fit about what he wants us to do sometimes? And it's but I have better things for you where we're going. And so, and I can remember another time where another park example, the kids wanted to run across to go to that park. And I was like, we have to wait. And Lola was freaking out. She was probably 3 at the time, and there were a lot of cars. And I was like, if you go right now, it is so dangerous. We have to wait, and I'm going to let you go there. You're going to have fun. You're going to love it, but you have to wait until it's safe, or it's the best time for us to cross the street. And I just felt the Holy Spirit be that's how I am in your life sometimes. Sometimes when you're freaking out and you feel why isn't this happening on my timeline? Why isn't this happening right now? I just felt the Lord was this is can you see yourself in this situation? I'm making you wait, but only making you wait because you would get hit by a car if this happened right now. This would destroy you if this happened right now. And but if you just wait on God's perfect timing, you will cross the street safely, and you will get to go play at the park, And so anyways, that's both my park scenarios that I have for today of how I have felt 2 different times in my life, where I have felt the Lord was speaking through, to me through my children, of just God's perfect timing and where he wants you to be when he wants you to be. And even going through a divorce and going through really hard, financial times, and really hard, feeling God, completely left. How will we take care of ourselves? How will we survive? Type moments. And after it was all over, looking back and being oh, well, had that happened differently, it would have been bad for me. It ended up happening exactly the way God needed or wanted it to be. And it taught me a lesson about myself and how strong I am, and how strong God is. And it taught me to depend on him more than myself. And anyways, that's just my little nugget for today of Jesus with you guys. So anyways, if you want to do a Ruth Bible study, I'm going to be doing this on lives with y'all. I've even thought about doing like just specific videos just about like on each thing, like doing a separate live. But for now, doing all on the end of ours is really good. And I don't know if at some point I'll ever do like another page or another Instagram where I just do like daily prayers or daily devotions, where if that's the type of content that you want, that it's there. But right now I love doing it just with my regular stuff. So anywho, I'm gonna like try and pull this together and find an outfit. I have to steam whatever I'm gonna wear. So if you're bored later, I am gonna do a sponsored OFIR live at 11:30. What that means is they're gonna do a giveaway with us. So, you think I should keep it all on the same page? I think so too. That's what I'm liking for now. I just know some people like, you know, they're like, oh, I'm not here for that, or whatever. But my thoughts are like, if you don't like it, like you don't have to watch, you know, like, but I don't know. I like being able to do it with you guys. So, maybe a little bit of both. Who knows? All right. POMIFERA's deal. Like, look at the skin. Just glowy. My redness has gone away. Like, the Brighten serum helps reduce redness and helps even out your skin tone. It like literally works within minutes. Like you can tell, whereas my nose and this area was red before, it isn't. So if you've been needing anything for skincare, such a good deal right now, 99-cent shipping and then 20% off that youth collection. So anywho, you guys are sweet. All right, my friends, hop on with me. And I'm gonna make some TRIMFIT. And you can mix your TRIMFIT and collagen together if you didn't know that. I feel like I'm at a point in my life where every time I drink water, it's like I'm multitasking. I'm like throwing in greens or throwing in collagen, or like taking vitamins, or I'm taking like a rehydrate type thing where it's like helping boost electrolytes and minerals, all that. Does anyone feel that way? Like the older I'm getting, I'm like, I don't even know if I drink plain water anymore, because I'm like, okay, I could be multitasking with my water today. So I'm gonna try and do that. And I've got 30 minutes to pull it off and get all my links together. So if you're bored or lonely, you can come. And what time will I be live? I'll be live at 11:30 Eastern time. So I'll be doing an OFIR video, and I'm gonna do like a really moody, golden, like holiday makeup look. So it's gonna be like a glam. So if you like glam videos, that's what we're doing. So anywho, all right, I'll talk to you later. Oh, one last little testimony. Yvonne said she just got hers, so good, and her dark spots are already getting lighter. So it's 11:30 Eastern time. So, all right, friends, I'll see you soon.